This is probably one of the hardest videos I've ever had to make. Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm an alcoholic. That feels so fucking good to say on here. I've been contemplating making this video for quite some time now, but I've never had the balls to do it. And recently I've just thought, fuck it. I'm in no way ashamed of admitting this. I'm actually really proud to admit it because I've accepted that I have an issue and I can take control of it then. It's just time for a little backstory. Last year, in 2021, I went through a rough patch. I struggled with mental health because of something that happened. I've always struggled with mental health issues for as long as I can remember, and last year was very much a tipping point. I have a very addictive personality. Anything I like, I can tend to make a problem. And alcohol was one of those things for me. When Sydney, Australia went into its second or third lockdown, I can't remember which one happened last year. It was my tipping point. I was so bored. I had nothing to do. And I was so severely depressed that I didn't care about myself. And for the longest time, I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to admit it to myself that drinking was an issue. I lied to myself and I said that no, like, you have it completely under control, you're just bored. And that was not the case at all. It turned into something that was every few days to every couple days to every day. And then it turned into, if I did not have 2 liters of spirits a day, I could not function. And when I knew I had an issue was, one day I woke up and I was extremely hungover. And the feeling of knowing that I was going to get a drink and was going to get another bottle was just as good as drinking for me. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Throughout the months from June to December, I don't know what videos I made. There are a lot of you that have asked questions about my videos since then. Like, oh, can you explain this? Can you explain that? I don't remember making those videos. I was a high functioning alcoholic, and it's been difficult. It has, I'm not going to lie to you. It has been difficult. Alcohol is something that it is so easily accessible, especially here in Australia. It is so easily accessible. I've never been ID'd in my life, so drinking for me was always something that was just easy. And I am in no way making this video for people to feel sorry for me. I'm sharing my experience because at the end of the day, I'm only 25. I'm 25 now, but I had issues from when I was 24 years old, and I'm making this so that if anyone is on the younger side who is watching me, there is hope and there is help. Alcoholics Anonymous is one of the best things I've ever done in my life, and if you for even a second think that you may be struggling, I highly suggest you go and do it. And you don't need to go in person. You can do it over Zoom. You can do it online. But going in person and getting yourself a sponsor and helping yourself is one of the best things that you can do. Oh God, I'm one of those people now who's crying on the fucking internet. I can't take that. Earlier this year, I had 2 months and I was so proud of that. And unfortunately, I relapsed. I didn't relapse intentionally, and it has been much easier to keep things off. And currently, to this day, I have 3.5 weeks and I'm so proud of myself. But I just wanted to open up to you guys because I feel so fucking comfortable with you, because you have been nothing but accepting and loving and heartfelt, that I just feel comfortable telling you. But the main thing that I want to get out of this video is that for you, for any reason, feel that you may have an issue, doesn't matter what age you are, even if you are young, that there is help out there and you can get better. I love you all so much, and that's something I do not ever fucking say because I've never been one of those type of people, but I appreciate and love you all so much for everything that you have been able to accomplish for me. It has been incredible. I would be nothing without you. And I've promised myself that I'm going to open up a lot more on here. And this is something extremely big that I do want to open up about and share, so that way you know what is going on with me. And I just want to thank you all so much for listening to my story.